Good afternoon. Today, I want to talk about something that happened this morning and during some other times. So, this morning, I was in prayer and I just saw a vision of a hole in the ground and a shovel laying beside the hole. Okay, so this morning, the, the dream, well, more like I won't sleep, so it wasn't a dream. It was more of a vision, an open vision. And I got on my shorts and my top. And I was trying to figure out what is that. So the first thing that came to my mind was a grave. 'Cause that's the only thing you can think of when somebody dig a hole and the shovel was laying on the ground. They want nobody there, but it's a hole in a shovel. And so later on, it just been on my mind all day. And so later on, I don't know I can't remember what I was doing, and it came to my mind that's what's going on under this house and what's going on up under every house that I live in. They have this stuff coming out from under the ground, and the house that we just left wasn't a shovel. It was something that had two things like that you just go down in the ground and you pull it together and pull the dirt up. That's what he had. But this house here, I see some shovels in the back there. There's a little house um, behind the brick house is a little house like a shed, and there was shovels, different types of tools on the outside of it. And the crawl space where you crawl up under the house, the door is open, and so I noticed I paid attention to that house door was open. And I was just wondering, why is that door open? Who would be crawling up under the house, and what's the purpose of them crawling up under a house? And it came to me a few days ago, that house could be connected to over here because I be hearing noises. I hear noises, and they could have went up on dug a trench from that yard to this yard. Cause right there at the fence, there's a hole there. Look like somebody dug there, so I didn't know if the dog did that or if somebody did that before we got here. So I'm just wondering, is that why I saw that hole in a shovel? That God is trying to show me that this what they done is dug a hole and got uh this land connected to the underground system because I'm just seeing my daughter. I don't know what's wrong with her, why she don't see nothing, but I see it. That man over there, I did make a video where I accidentally did it the night before last, not last night, but night before last. He was parked not where he could come. This house is not in front of their house. He wasn't parked where he'll be facing the house over here. He was parked where he's facing over here. So what I did was got my phone and I meant to take a picture because for some reason my videos are not well, it's full, that's what it is. My phone is full of videos. And I don't know how to get it off without deleting it. And see, my other phone I had where I didn't have to put everything on my phone. I had another file, but I don't know how to do it because I didn't even do that. My granddaughter did it for me, and so I'm just gonna take a picture so that I can show this man sitting there watching me. But they try to say we paranoid schizophrenia. We not just paranoid, but we paranoid schizophrenia. And I didn't know that my flash was on. So when I took the picture, that thing just lit up. I mean, it scared me 'cause I didn't know the flash was on, and it was just flashing, flashing, flashing. It just did a whole lot of flash. And then I just took the picture twice. So the next night, he got all kind of lights out there. I took a video of that too, a picture of it. And I think I took a short video. I be trying to get a little bit of video, just enough for me to say what's going on. But the thing is, I can't get it off my camera, so I have to put it in front of my computer so I can, tell the story about it because I can't get it to off my phone. So he had all kind of lights out there last night. I wasn't trying to. I don't know if he think I don't know what he think all that light was, but it was just the flash from my camera, and I wasn't trying to hurt him or nothing. He trying to hurt me because they have those lights, those same lights on their cars. The blue car, there's a blue car. I reckon that's his wife. I don't know who that woman is. But I guess she drives the blue truck, the blue car, and he drives the van. But on that car, those lights are on that car. I can't remember if it's on the van or not. But that's what he was sitting in the van, with the van turned over here. And just like that blue truck that was over there, that I guess whoever that person was, he looked like he could have been military police. Went over there pretending he trying to buy something so that he can get him to do his bid. And he did the same thing, parked his truck. First it was parked to the side like this, and then he parked it in the road where it was parked right in front of us. Not parked to that house over there, but parked where it was facing this house. These people think they so smart. Like we just so dumb. I'm so dumb. I guess that's what they're trying to say. That I'm so dumb. I don't see what they're doing. Cars just this is a dead end, but you got cars coming down here and turning to the right. I don't know what's behind it because there's a house over here beside us and the house across the street. Those are the last houses. The rest of them is trees. But they going to the right, going behind that man's house with the red truck. So I don't know what's back there. Um, I have seen some turn to the left, but I don't know what's back there either because I don't see nothing that they can go to. So that's just trees, but there's an area on the other side of the trees, but there's no road to lead over there that I can see. And but they always come back this way. I always see them come back. So there's no way that they can get on the other side of the trees unless they go all the way around to the street. So I guess they just think we blind. We don't see what they're doing, but they cause a bunch of they just not a bunch of cars, but they just cars that's coming down and turning on down the side of these houses, but they have to always come back this way. And so I mean, it just don't really make no kind of sense that these people want to do all this hurting us. And I mean, it seems like they should question how can the sheriff department have people breaking the law? Because they don't want you videoing them because the white truck, it's some type of business. I don't know if it was dealing with the county or it could be, it was a little white truck and had something on the side of it. I think it was dealing with Hope Mills. Um, what am I trying to say? City, a city truck. And so I said, I'm taking this trash out. So I went and got in my sister in the bathroom in my bedroom. I get that to my sister, so we don't use that bathroom. We only her use it. I just took the room because I needed a bigger room, and she don't do nothing but sleep and watch TV, and I got too much. stuff that I wanted to do. 'Cause I got my exercise machines and stuff like that. 'Cause we don't have that extra room that we had at the other house. So I had brought some disposable diaper pails to put her depends in. So it was filled up and it was smelling. So I said I got to take this thing out of here so it won't have my room smelling like pee. And so I took it outside. So I took my camera with me. I said, now if they come riding up here like the Long Ranger if they want to, I'm gonna film them or take the pictures or something. Cause the last time I went outside to take the trash out, three big trucks. They flew down here like I was robbing the bank or something. But I took my time and walked back to the bank. I'm not gonna let these people just put fear on me, but I don't want them putting this technology. I got little knots all up under my skin, and they're attacking it too. Little knots, I can feel knots all up under my skin. They're starting to show too. I just hope I don't get no great big old knot coming out my skin like Dr. Popper. But you can see the technology because they keep attacking this arm. Now they starting to attack this one. I got knots under this one too, and you can see little brown things on my arm, and it's on my leg. This is that technology where they're shooting me, and so when I got round back, that guy that be over there doing all that wrecking the yard at 4 o'clock in the morning, he out there, and when I go out there, he be been like he talking on the phone, but I caught him videoing me. He was inside the shed, but he had his phone on the outside, his hand on the outside, and I just got a glimpse of it. And I turned to see that he had pulled it back. But I don't know, God just allowed me to see things, and I see them. But I didn't try to hide it. I won't. No, I stood out there and I talked about how the black people always talking about Black Lives Matter, but yet you killing black people. How is it that white people can't kill us, but y'all can? And that's what I want to know. And that's what I said right out there, about you got black people always want to cry out that Black Lives Matter. But yet you black folks is killing black people. So what is wrong with y'all? That you got the black people can kill black people. But soon as somebody else, how you expect any other race to respect us and honor us or even care anything about us when we just kill each other? Just like that chief of police, that I believe with everything in me that he the one that got my name on this black law list. Danny Bradshaw. And I was told that he told the cops that up under him, let the niggas kill one another. Now that's what he think, but he go with black women now. He murder white women, but he's have sex with black women, but he don't think nothing of us. Because he said let the niggas, and that's what he said, let the niggas kill one another. And that's why when that boy ran to the police car and was telling him that there was people chasing him, he locked his door and rolled up his window and did nothing. That's why my son is dead. Because he did nothing. He got out of his car when them boys jumped on my son. Yeah. Fought my son. He stood on the corner and watched it and did nothing. And then you had all these polices coming from everywhere, pulling guns out on my son. And cause he walked up to that cop and told him, all of this is your fault. When you see a group of people running after one man, you did nothing. Cause my son, he's scared. It would have been good if he was a cop, cause he'll be alive today. Cause I need my son. I need him. Cause I pretty much don't have no help, and I need somebody in my life. I really do. Danny Bradshaw. And what really making me realize this is him. Because I didn't see Danny Bradshaw no more after I left Roland and I went to Maryland. And I was up there for like 3 years. And when I came back, I was in Lumberton. I still was in Roland. I didn't see Danny Bradshaw no more until my son was murdered. Not He was murdered. He didn't have no weapon. That's the lie Danny Bradshaw said. Jamel had the gun, not my son. Because the gun that Jamel had, the guy said that wasn't his gun that he brought back. Anyway, my son didn't have no gun. And they killed my son, shot my son in cold blood. That's when I saw Danny Bradshaw again after 3 years. Because he came on my job before I left Roland. Asking, saying something about me. He don't never see me with a man. Like I keep saying, he's not supposed to see me with a man. When I'm with a man, it's just me and him. Nobody's supposed to see me with a man. Because this is our private time. My private time and whoever I'm with. Private time, just us. We don't need no audience. But I do believe with all my heart they made a movie with me. They done took my face and put it on somebody's body. Because I ain't never did no video. I've never done a video. And so when I saw Danny Bradshaw the night my son was murdered, he asked me, could he take me somewhere so I can relax? How's I'm gonna relax if my son laid face down in the dirt? Still face down and the ambulance is there. But my son still face down and was still alive when the ambulance got there. But he still face down. Died with his face down in the dirt with the ambulance there while he was still alive. Why wasn't he on his bike and somebody trying to survive him? Why wasn't my son laid on his bike and somebody trying to survive him, trying to save his life? He's still laying face down in the dirt and was still alive when the ambulance got there. Nobody never touched him but my cousin. And the police told her that same coward that was in the car that locked his window, locked his door and broke his window, told my cousin if she didn't get her hands off of him, he was gonna lock her ass up. And that's what he said to her when she was trying to, cause she said she could hear him guzzling on his blood, and she was trying to turn his face to keep him from drowning in his blood. But nobody touched him but her. After my son died, that's when all hell broke loose in my life. That's when people really started acting different toward me, being mean to me and stuff. I'm trying to get my son buried, and people being hateful to me. But I couldn't even get his social security number because I couldn't find none of his information. His girlfriend told me she had gave him some money that I never found. So somebody found that money. I don't know if he had the money on him when he died and it dang on Danny Bradshaw stole it, or if somebody stole it out the house, because I never did find the money. But when he died, um, he had gotten a rate before he died, and I was trying to get the insurance money so that I could help bury him because I had lost all of my children insurance and my insurance to this guy who was a deacon in the church. Jipped me out of my insurance cause and Foley tried to warn me because I had been knowing Foley since I was a little girl. He used to pay me a penny to sing the song Peanut Butter. He wouldn't pay me nothing but a penny, but I sung that song like he had gave me $1. And he tried to warn me, but I was trying to help this guy who was a black dude. and was a deacon in the church. And you know, you be trying to help your race of people, but like I said, your race of people will mess you up. Will mess you up. And people always saying you should help like businesses, but they'll mess you up. Every black business that I've tried to help messed me up. Just like this one black man, he had did this guy whole house, charge him $300. Yeah. He was gonna charge me $300 just to do one room, and then was trying to get fresh with me. Get what? So now I don't look to that. I try to get whoever gonna do me right. I don't care what color you are. You can be purple, silver, green, polka dot, or checker. I don't care. If you're gonna do me right, that's what I'm looking for. But anyway, Danny Bradshaw lied, talking about he told me about how my son got killed. He hadn't told me nothing about my son. Yeah. He's a liar, and the truth ain't in him. Yeah. When I found out where my son got shot, I went to the police station in Roland, and the lady that was in there was very sympathetic toward me. Yeah. She looked like she was crying, tell you the truth. She know what happened. She was actually crying, and here comes Danny Bradshaw like a monster, talking about you come to find out how your son got shot, and he talking about he got shot. I didn't ask you nothing, Danny Bradshaw, because you could have already talked to me about my son instead of trying to get me to go off with you and calling me wanting to know my address. That's the only thing he asked me my address. And I kept seeing this guy riding by our house. If I can see it still in he just kept riding by our house. I don't know who that dude was. Somebody told me where I was going. I ain't going nowhere. Will you please? I'm not talking to you. Yeah. Go sit down somewhere. I'm not talking to you. And the boy that called my son to the car after I left out the car with Danny Bradshaw, the same old coward police took Jamel to the car. I was told that Jamel Mama Carrie told Jamel that if he tell what happened, he was gonna have his boys to get him to take care of him. That's what it was, to take care of him. What boys? And take care of him how? So what boys is he talking about? The gangster, the same boy that he got taking care of me. The gang stalkers, the sheriff department and the city cops, retired cops, them your boys. Because that's who taking care of me everywhere I go. And then you got them planting stuff up under the house for it to come up, sticking to everything. It's getting where I can't hardly touch nothing. Anything I try to touch, I can feel a current going up my arm. Bama, will you please? Yeah. Let me put her in another room because she's going to just talk over me. Okay, I'm back. After my son's death, and I was trying to, get money where I could bury him. I had called the lawyer that had his insurance, and I was letting them know, what happened and stuff. And so the woman gonna call me up and talk early in the morning, wake me up out of my sleep, trying to talk junk to me, and then hang up. I had to call her right back. Honey, you're not gonna talk junk to me like that. And when I finished saying what I had to say, it sounded like she was about to cry, but I didn't care. Don't call me up and don't talk no junk to me. And my son is dead. I need to bury my son. And I was trying to get his Social Security number. So I went to the military place. There was a military place. They wouldn't give it to me. And so I went to the college. And my instructor, because I took electronics up, he helped me get it. But one of his friends brought it to me, but he got it. I'm trying to figure out how in the heck you get it, and I went through pure hell trying to get my son. These people was really mean to me, showed me no kind of nothing. And then this woman tried to talk to me over the phone. He gets it. Somebody gave it to him. Just a friend, not even no blood kin. And he brought it to me. I was really upset. Really was really upset. And I ain't gonna say who the lawyer was they gave it to him, but somebody gave it to him. But they wouldn't give it to me. I had to go through three people, three different places, and had to get my instructor to help me get it. Cause the woman at the office, at the office at the college, she wasn't gonna give it to me either. I don't know how I think he just walked in. He walked in the office, and I was getting ready to leave out, and he helped me get it. Because of him, I was able to get it. You know, and then I didn't get a chance to identify my son. When I saw my son, was he had already been embalmed. I didn't get nobody permission to embalm him. He was already dressed and in his casket when I saw my son. I didn't even get a chance to go up to while he was laying face down in the dirt because they held me back. I was trying to run to him, but they held me back. And so Danny Bradshaw told me to go to the hospital and identify him, knowing they had sealed his case. They had put a seal on his body. And I know we sat at that hospital about an hour before somebody told us that they had a seal on his body. And I think the lady said she was kin to him on his daddy's side. I didn't know him. And I called different lawyers trying to get help. Couldn't get no lawyer. The man that be on Crump, is his name Crump? Is it Benjamin Crump? I called his office and called some other office in Raleigh. Couldn't get no help. I even called the NAACP. They did come, but they want no help. They sitting there trying to say something about my son selling drugs. My son there had nothing to do with him selling drugs. He had stopped selling drugs. When he became a father, he just changed. He changed. He actually came home from the hospital and washed dishes. First time that ever happened. And I called this girl, the girlfriend up, and I told her, girl, you need to get up for another baby. He came home and washed dishes. And he was trying to get a job. He had been in the military, which they tried to kill him. Almost shot him in his head. And he actually went to school for air conditioning and refrigeration, but he wanted to do something different. He wanted to design bridges, but he didn't get a chance to do it because a coward killed him. Too scared to fight. But he gonna set up and shoot at him. Thought my son was gonna run. No, my son was getting ready to beat his behind. He was getting ready to whoop him. And he's still around here, still getting in trouble. He done got locked up for drug trafficking. He done been shot because he was trying to rob this man, and the man shot him. He done beat a dude with a gun and was bragging about, told the dude, you don't know who I am. I done got away with first degree murder. Just hitting the boy with the gun, him and his friends. And see, the guy that he beat him with the gun with knew my son's first cousin, and that's what he told him. That ain't nothing to him. There ain't nothing to him. If he don't have a gun, there's nothing to him. And then the other boy is supposed to have an aunt who's supposed to be a prophetess. And then he's supposed to have a mama that's supposed to be a prophetess. Yet they can't receive the truth. They can't receive the truth. Because I know one thing I do know. If they was true prophetess, God would have told them that that boy shot my son in cold blood. Because I know what God told me. I see the cover up. Be still and know that I am the Lord your God. And that's what he told me. I see the cover up, and I had some prophetess, true prophetess, tell me the same thing. I went to this prophetess house because I just it was bothering me the lifestyle that my son had lived. And she started jumping up and down. She just started jumping up and down. She said, God said he made it in. He made it in. God said he repented. He made it in. And she told me that God said the same thing that the Lord my God be still because I had already visioned myself killing him. And I started repenting. When I saw that, I actually saw like a happy face coming down out of the sky. And I had visioned myself laying wait because I was gonna kill him first and then the boys. And I said, Lord, forgive me. I caught myself. And I said, Lord, forgive me. And I started praying. I started praying because I knew that was the devil. And then I started hearing laughter every night. Every night it would wake me up out my sleep. And I found out it was a toy at the very bottom of the toy box. And it was a fish, like a gun, but it was shaped like a fish. The only way it could left, you had to pull the trigger. But nobody was pulling no trigger. It was I had put out all the toys. It was at the very bottom of that box. And when I got it out that box, I don't know what happened to it. I never saw it anymore after that. But these gang stalkers, every time I pass by one of them, this is what they do, start laughing. That same demon that was in that toy is in these gang stalkers. They just bust out laughing. I'm trying to, what is so funny? Y'all was funny. And just like supposed to be Reverend Brett, and he's a lawyer, supposed to be a preacher and a lawyer, called me up to the altar, and the pastor didn't come to church that day. He called me up to the altar. I'm thinking this man wanted to pray for me because I had already told the pastor that some witches put witchcraft on me and my grandson who was only 9 years old. So these witches don't care how old your children are. They don't care nothing about your children. They will put witchcraft, put a hex or something on your little babies. Just like they don't care nothing about children, period, because they will rape your children, they will eat your children, drink their blood. That's what these people up to the top is doing. They think they at the top, but at the bottom. Really, they at the bottom. They just got a lot of money, but they at the bottom. Satan got them thinking they at the top. Who would want to kill a baby? I saw a video with 3,000 pregnant women. They showed going into a Catholic building. So what you think? Why they got 3,000 pregnant women? Young women. Some of them was real young. I got this from Henry and Monique. I think that's her name. Yeah, Henry and Monique, and they prophets. He interpret dreams. She dreams, but they both dreams, but he interpret dreams. But someone sent them actually video showing this, where these women was being led into some type of Catholic building, and the police was trying to stop them from videoing. That's how crooked the cops are, and how crooked the church is. because you get the preachers that's on these TV stations are nothing but crooks, Masonic order, TD Jakes, and what's that? What's the little white dude name? I can't even think of his name. Y'all, I call race because race is there. I like to tell you who I'm talking about and what race they are because if there's a crime on TV and a black person commit that crime, they're gonna show them. But white people, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not prejudiced, but I do see what's happening. They'll just talk about it, but you won't see nobody's face, especially when it first happened. They won't show their face. And just like if a black person and a white person commit a crime, that black person gonna get more time. And the white person do the same thing. I'm just about telling the truth. And if anybody got an issue with me telling the truth, then you don't have to look at my video because I'm gonna tell the truth. Because if you can't handle me telling the truth, then there's something wrong with you. Because we all should know what I'm talking about is the truth. And it's not fair because when they made when they did the Constitution, we won't add it into it. Black people was not because we were slaves. When they did all this law stuff, they won't including us, and they still haven't changed it. Still haven't changed it. That's why some of y'all white people got killed trying to help the slaves. Many of y'all got killed too, because you were trying to help the slaves because you had morals and you knew that we weren't animals. But they call you nigger lovers and kill you because you got people that just so full of hate. You got black people full of hate too. You got all kind of people full of hate. You got black people that hate black people. That's why they can kill you. They can just give you some money or give you a Walmart gift certificate, and you can destroy somebody else's life. That dude be out right outside, next door, right there, so he can hurt us. All these people is black. I think that the guy right over there is white, the one that got that white van. But they got these lights doing destroy us. I remember when I was at the other house, um, this woman, she didn't live there, but she was over there. I guess she was staying there. That guy, he was letting people come there and use his house. I guess it was paying him. And I heard the girl say, I don't know why I can hear these people's voices and stuff. Uh, she said, I thought she was white. And he said, she's half white. I'm not half white. I'm just light skinned. So they were hurting because they thought I was white. But they didn't stop hurting me when they found out I'm not white. When he told them I was half white. And then that's why I'm saying that they people got some kind of movie or something and how they get something like that. Because I ain't never did no video. But and whatever they got, I must be skinny on the video, or whoever body that is must be skinny because they were saying something before just the last day that I was at that house, and I could hear somebody was saying something about my size, and the other guy said it. Whoever the dude was that used to stay there said I had gained a lot of weight, but I ain't never took did no movies. But according to some of the stuff I've heard people say, I think they got a movie out there making it look like it's me. But if I ever see it, and I'm quite sure people, somebody I know, have seen it, but you think they're gonna tell me? Mm. You think they're gonna tell me? Just like these jokers got their third eye open and don't think I can't feel them. I can feel them, and I know they got their third eye open, trying to rate me of my personal life. So that's what they do. They're gonna keep right on. They're gonna see something that's gonna give them a heart attack. Because I do believe that these gang stalkers, they can project stuff to your mind. I think they put stuff in our memory so that when people is sitting there, they getting whatever they put in our mind. It's not something that we really doing, because I don't cuss, but I hear cussing all the time. I be hearing things the stuff that a man will say, things parts of the body that I don't have. So why would my mind say stuff like telling somebody to do something to they think a thing that I don't have, but I'm hearing it in my mind. So that's why I know that they project stuff in our mind to make it look like we doing stuff. So when these fools is walking around here with their third eye open and robbing you, raping you of your personal life, they getting stuff that you ain't done. It's stuff that you ain't even done yourself. But they put it in your mind. That's why people be looking at me like, like I went to the doctor that supposed to been working on my stomach, told me I had Crohn's disease. He'll be smiling after a while, he'll frowning. I'm kind of figuring out what is wrong with this man. You know, he smiling, then he frowning up and smiling and curling on the hill, just jump up and walk out. And I heard they don't even know where he's at. So I don't know if they done killed him, or he done left this country, or left from around. I know he's not at the office because I called it because I ordered about $3 or something, just a few dollars, and they say he's not there no more. I don't know where he is. And a friend of mine said that they don't know where he is. So I don't know if they had got him to put the implant in and then got rid of it. So he can't tell what he doing. But these doctors is a part of this gang stalking. They report a whole bunch of stuff. They're part of human trafficking. Who delivering these babies? Doctors. You got doctors is into witchcraft, wizardry. You got all kind of evil mess with these people that done gone to college to get a degree to end up serving Satan. Hmm. Sad. It's real sad. But like I was saying, after my son's death, that's when things really got started getting bad. And after that, preacher called me up to the altar. He did something to me. It's like he took what was protecting me, protecting my soul. Once I got saved, that what was protecting my soul. It's like he took it out of me, where people can see my sins. But I don't really know if they were seeing my sins or just getting it from their cell phones. I do know he did something to me. But anyway, that's why I believe Danny Bradshaw did this to me. And I'm going to keep believing that he did it. And I believe God going to show me more. He showed me that hole in the ground and he showed me a shovel. And I believe he going to show me more. He going to show me more. He gonna show me more. But anyway, I'm gonna end here. Um, I do have another channel that I made just for me to read the Bible. So far, I've done two videos. One where I did the ages and the dispensations. One where I did the angels because I had did that before on the other channel. I did it on the other channel. Okay. So I have four names. I have my first name. I have two middle names, and I have my last name. So my my channels are dealing with those names. And this one is Carrie McDee. This I'm dealing with talking on the Bible like I had started before. I started back over all the way back to the beginning. But what I want to do is like maybe one week do the Old Testament and maybe the next week do the New Testament so I can get both in the Old and the New Testament because sometimes I can kind of be on the slow side. But I'm gonna try to do better than I did last time. And I'm not gonna be reading from the book of Gesture. I'm just gonna read out of the Bible. Unless I see a book that I get a book that I feel we really need to receive from that book. I have a lot of books. Now, all of them are not here at this house. A lot of them are at my house. And I did used to do a lot of reading, scriptural, spirit, not spiritual, because the devil got spirit books out there too, but books dealing with the Bible, different authors that's talking about their experiences and different things like that. And so I wanna um I want to do what God has called me to do. God called me years ago to. I was on my knees praying before they started putting all this implant, this technology mess in me. I could hear from the Lord real good, and I was waiting to hear from the Lord, but I wasn't expecting to hear that. And so I was waiting to hear from the Lord, and the Lord said, "It's time for you to preach my word." And I said, "Huh?" I was like, Moses." I said, "Well, Lord, I can't talk good." He didn't say nothing, but I was trying to make an excuse because I can't pronounce my word. It was not, I'm so country, but I heard a man preaching. He was more country than I was. And he was real country. And I said to myself, I said, "Well, darling, if he can preach, he shame of his country. That ain't no need of me being ashamed of mine. I'm a country girl, and they people more country than I am. They speak more country. I can't say they're more country than I am, but they speak with a really strong Southern accent, like I do. I don't just speak with a strong accent. I can't properly pronounce a lot of my words, and that's why I used to didn't talk much when I was young. I was very quiet, and that's how a lot of people took advantage of me because of my quietness. And but I learned to talk. I learned to talk, so I can talk now and express how I feel. But they trying to take that from me because they don't want me expressing myself because they don't want me telling the truth. How dirty people are. Just how dirty people are. But Monique and Henry and Monique, they're having dreams about a lot of people. Um, some is ministers and some is like famous people. God is showing them a lot of things, and then you have the prophetess, the master, what's that? The master voice prophecy blog or something like that. I don't really know. She looked young, but I don't really, in a way, she looked really young, and then but she acts so mature, so I don't really know her if she got some age on her, or if she real young, but she wears a prayer cloth over her head. But God is showing her some stuff that's really, really scary. But it's the thing we see in the movies, like the zombies. She's saying that people are gonna be turned into zombies. That's taking that that thing right there. Uh, it's gonna change them, and something about the aliens is coming because God speak to her through dreams, and she said she was in New York, and they were aliens. They were this loud sound. Nobody heard it but her, but people changed and turned to zombies, and they started killing, eating. And she was saying people gonna be walking down the streets calling out your name, and they're gonna be able to call out your name because it's gonna be your family. Your family that took that right there gonna turn to zombies. And I'm kind of believing because I know there's something up there. I know those are not no stars and those are not no drones. I know they flying saucers up there in that sky. And they doing stuff to us down here. They doing stuff to people down here. So I think I need to go ahead and end this. I don't know where Chloe got to. Um, she was sitting here beside me. And she got up and left me. When my daughter go to work, she'll just go somewhere and just sit in a corner. She won't eat. She won't pee. As soon as my daughter she hear my daughter come out there, her little butt be just shaking side to side. She be wiggling her little tail. It look like she be dancing. Then she want to eat. Then she want to pee. Whatever, everything she wouldn't do, she want to do it. But she love to get massages. She don't even don't want me to do nothing. She act like that be hurt my feelings. Cause when my daughter here, she wants to be all over me. She don't even want baby to be around me. And baby didn't even come home last night. So she with my daughter boyfriend. He got a little chihuahua. So she like to play. Chloe don't even want to play with her. So I'm gonna get off, and we just have to pray. We really got to pray, y'all, because my pastor is seeing China and Russia. A whole lot of other prophets of people that have dreams saw China and Russia last year. And they also saw men that were so strong that they could just tear you to pieces. This is what the prophetess is seeing. And these are zombies. Because she said that the zombies are going to be tearing people apart. Just that's how strong they are. And they real fast. And they're going to start out with dehydration. And this is what these people are doing with this stuff coming out from under the ground, dehydrating us. Because once you get such a certain dehydration and you get a fever, you turn into a zombie. And that's those with that right there. I don't have that. I don't know what I got stuff in me, but I don't know what it is that they putting in people that cause their DNA and make them change. But that's why I am praying to the Lord. Purge me, purge this. Don't let them change my DNA. That's what we got to pray, and we got to pray for America that that we don't be overcome with China and Russia, and now with those aliens that's gonna come and do stuff to people. We just have to pray whether you want to believe it or not. Still, you pray because I believe in people. I believe them. because I know what I've seen. And she was saying that they under the ground. There's a lot of them underground. And I think a lot of these people know what these this right here gonna do to people. That's why they got all this stuff on the ground. The why all hell break loose on earth, they go underground. These people with all this money, because it take a lot of money in order to get a place. So they got plans. They all have plans, but see, God got plans too. God got plans. And so people that think that we're not gonna go through, we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through. But the thing about when we go through, if we die, we're gonna live. But those who try to save their life is gonna die. Because you're gonna die and go to hell and be cast to the lake of fire. We can't be afraid. We can't live in fear because this is what they're gonna feed off of our fear. So, if we come down to the point of they want to kill us because we won't take the mark of the beast, then just sing a song. Jesus loves me, yes, I know. For the Bible tell me so. Don't be afraid to die for the cause because you're not dying. You're just going to sleep. And God gonna wake you up and you'll be with him in heaven. That's if you living the life you're saved until the end. You're not saved until you die in Satan. Your life represent salvation. So there are a lot of people think they're gonna go to heaven, but they're not going to heaven because they just live in carnal. They live in fleshy. I have lived fleshy. I've fallen a few times, not because I wanted to. I got fleshy because of what a man did to me, and then I felt guilty, and I felt like if I go ahead and go along with it, maybe he'll marry me, but I'm still single, so I'm not going along with it no more. I don't date, so I don't put no trust in no man. If God want me to have a husband, I don't know how I'm gonna meet him. Maybe I meet him on Facebook or something. I don't know. I have had men to ask me to marry them, but I didn't trust it. You know. I'm not gonna just marry somebody just to be getting married. This man got to be trying to uh, receive Jesus as much as I am, or more. I really want him to want Jesus more because if he wants Jesus more, that's gonna help him get me there. Because I want Jesus, I don't want Satan. And if he wants Jesus even more than I do, that means he's not gonna try to get me to sin, cheat on Jesus, but not cheat on him. See, that's how men are. They want you to cheat on Jesus, but he don't want you to cheat on him. So if I get a husband, he's gonna have to really be a man that really want Jesus. He don't want to disappoint Jesus in no way, shape, or form for me to trust him. Because I've learned that I can't trust men. Because I've learned that these gang stalkers pretend just to defile you. And then they set you up for other people to defile you and attack you. Get the number that's in your body, whatever that number is, a number that they punch is in their phone to let them know that they contact you. So I'm gonna just stop right here and have a blessed day. Oh, did I my Bible study channel is Carrie CARRIE McDee McDee, and that's it. So far, I only have two videos. The first one is real long. I had a hard time getting that one to download. I had to do something to my channel. And so I did the angels, and next I'm gonna be doing the covenants. I did miss some of the angels. I knew there was something I was missing from the first time I did. I couldn't remember what it was, but I didn't name all the guardian angels like Gabriel, the archangels. Um, Michael's not the only archangel. You got Gabriel, you got Raphael. Uh, they some more. I can't even call them, but the name of them are in the book of Enoch. Enoch give you the name of the archangels. Um, there may be some more that I'm missing, but if I do, then I have to do another video. But I want to be able to, you know, not just go from Genesis, but I want to talk about the dispensation. 'Cause a lot of people don't realize that they dispensations and commands that God gave to man to obey, but the man he never got it right. They never got it right. So the ages, dispensations are within the ages. So um, if y'all were interested, if any one of you interested in, listening to me read the Bible and explain what my knowledge of it, because some people don't have the same knowledge, and I don't understand how they getting this stuff. But I pray and I ask God to give me the truth, not to allow me to just be teaching something that's not His truth. And I don't want to go from just any books because they Gnostic books out here too. I don't want to be a Gnostic because I'm not. I want to be a Christian, a follower of Christ, and I want to, be able to explain the Bible by truth. I don't want to be adding, and I don't want to be taken away because God said, "Don't add to His word, don't take away from His word." But if God give me revelation, then I'm gonna give the revelation that God gives me. So I'm gonna close out. I don't know how many times I said I do that probably on every video, and I still stuff be still running up in that brain. So God bless you.